All right, today we're going to go over the top 5 bass fishing lures. Five bass fishing lures for the lakes I fish here in Minnesota that work for me. These are the baits I have confidence in. Your results may vary depending on where you live and what you have confidence in. For me is the Norman DD22 crankbait. It's supposed to dive to 18 plus feet. I usually fish it over rock piles that are about 13 feet deep. It's the one crankbait that I really like. I'm not real big into crankbaits, but I do like this one. It's priced at about $6.50. It's got sharp hooks on it. This one is the Bumblebee Perch. It's a nice crankbait. It's got sharp hooks on it. It's got a rattle in it. Like I said, we fish it over rock piles. If you can get it down and get it banging off those rock piles, the bass seem to like it. See, this one's a little chewed up already on the lip here. It's been banging off some rocks and caught some fish. So that's number 5. For me is the Blade Runner Wobblehead Swim Jig. They run about $6 on Tackle Warehouse. This one is chartreuse and blue. It's got some white in it too. It's got a white blade. It's got a weed guard, fiber weed guard. It's got a nice heavy hook on it. What I like about it is it's got these barbs on the body here, which really holds the plastic on, and it's got this spike to push down into the plastic, so it really holds them on. I like to run a swim bait on there. It's got a nice shape to the head here, some big eyes. I don't think it vibrates as much as, say, like a Z-Man chatterbait, but it has the other features that I really like. So this is number 4 for me. Fish it around the docks, fish it in open water. You pull it through the weeds. It doesn't get, it catches some weeds, but it does better in the weeds than, say, your traditional spinnerbait does. So that's number 4. Demon topwater bait. It's got a weighted back end here, so it really casts good. It's got these 2 hooks here. What I like about it is, a couple things I like about it. Number 1 is the plastic on the top is a lot thinner than on the bottom. So when the fish hit it, that plastic just gives away and exposes those 2 hooks. It's got a nice walk the dog action, just like a Zara Spook, except for this thing is pretty weedless. You can throw it in pads, you can throw it in a heavy slop, and it doesn't get hung up too much. Sometimes it catches on some pads and I just rip it free, and sometimes that triggers the strike. When the fish hit this thing, they just nail it. And when you fish it in open water, like I said, it's got that walk the dog movement that is really nice. And the fish really like it. It's got these 2 little bulges here, I don't know if you can see them, on the sides here that kind of protect those hooks a little more. Like I said, when they hit it, that plastic just gives away. It's really soft up on top and thin. So that's number 3 for me, the Topwater Weed Demon. They run about $6 on Tackle Warehouse. He is the Rage Anaconda. It's a 10-inch worm. I like to Texas rig it, throw it around docks, throw it in lily pads, throw it along weed lines, throw it just about everywhere I can. I really like it. This color is Junebug, so it's a bigger worm. Works well, Texas rigged. I also throw it on a Carolina rig. So the Rage Anaconda 10-inch worm is number 2 for me. Or the black and blue jig. It's my favorite thing to throw. Throw it everywhere. Like to throw it around docks. Like to throw it in lily pads. Really like throwing it. It's a big fish lure. And I can't tell you the brand on this one. I'm not too specific about brands really when it comes to jigs. If I see them and they're black and blue and I like them, I buy them. The only thing I'm kind of looking for is a heavy hook, and I like the ones with the rattle. So this one's got a rattle in it. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Really like throwing jigs. And as a trailer, I use these Havoc craw fatties. And I don't know if it makes a difference or not. It's just the one that I like to put on there. It's the one I have confidence in. I have tried some of the Rage Tail ones too, and I kind of like those, but I usually come back to this Havoc, Berkeley Havoc Crawfatty. They got a nice wide body on them, and fish seem to like them. So that's number one for me. Black and Blue Jig. Like I said, brand, couldn't tell you. I have a bunch of them, all different brands, just like the Rattle and the Heavy Hook. Number one. All right, so that was my top 5 bass fishing lures. Like I said, those are my preference. They're the baits that I have confidence in. They're the baits that seem to work for me on the lakes that I fish in Minnesota. I'm sure they're like everything else. Everybody else has an opinion, has their favorite lures. Like I said, those are the 5 that I like that work for me. Let me know what you think in the comments. Matter of fact, you could even give me some new ones to try. I do kind of get stuck in a rut sometimes and throw in the same things, but like I said, they're the confidence baits for me. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.